Parenting in Europe versus the United States. My friends, this is a really interesting title. I really wonder how different this can be, but before I go into that, let me ask you for one thing. If you can leave a like, thank you so much. It's the best way to show support. Now, if you can subscribe, well, in that case, forget about it. You make my day. Have that in consideration. Link for the original video in my description, and let's play it.
Parents picking their children up from clubs at 2 a.m. I was like, no way.
Wait, what? Parents do this all the time here, actually. Wait, she went from Montana to Germany? Wow.
Hi everyone and welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Montana and I was an exchange student.
Oh, the name is Montana, not the state. Oh man.
In Germany this past year. Now I make a lot of videos on the differences between German and American culture. I'm finally moved into my dorm at the University of Virginia, which is why this background is so plain right now.
Wait.
It's Montana and I was an exchange student in Germany this past year.
Oh, she went to Germany. Now she was in Virginia. I was like, what the hell is going on? Okay.
Now I make a lot of videos on the differences between German and American culture. I'm finally moved into my dorm at the University of Virginia, which is why this background is so plain right now.
To be honest, I should know this was in America. Look at the AC. If this was in Europe, the video would be so clean. Probably quite cold or quite hot, but so clean. No sound.
It's like a concrete prison wall, but I'll try to be decorating it soon. It's just really hard, nothing sticks to it. So pardon the background, I'm trying to find the best place to film. Today's video, I'm going to be talking about the differences between parenting in the US versus in Germany. Keep in mind, I only had like parents as a teen in Germany, so I don't know as much about the experience of a child growing up in Germany.
Fair.
Whereas in the US, I definitely have like more knowledge. But just
Okay, my friends, I'm gonna share my experience as a Portuguese kid back in the day when I was young. Now I'm actually a parent, still in the early phase. My kid is 10 months old, but still.
to start off, I think that children in Germany have so much freedom at a young age. It was insane to me. Like,
Really?
just German parents give their children so much more freedom to do what they want. For example, German children play more alone a lot, and I was reading a few articles just to like make sure the points that I was making or the points that I've witnessed are true for more than just like the few examples that I saw while I was in Germany. It's definitely true that German parents aren't afraid to have their children go play alone and to be, say, a further distance away or maybe not even in view, versus in the US it's like a parent rule or like a babysitter rule that you have to be with your eyes on the child at all times, so they almost feel like they're being watched. The next point that
Okay, this is interesting. This is really interesting actually because yeah, I played a lot on the street, but that was quite normal here. The thing is, I also don't think my parents end up being very open with me in the sense that, yeah, go do everything you want. No, not at all. But I'm the first kid, and I really believe that have an impact because I saw my parents being quite more open-minded with. I have one sister and one brother. And I saw them being quite more open with them. That ended up being with me. Because I think with me being the first, they end up being too afraid. Probably I have a lot of people that are parents and tell me if this is something that you end up facing. Because a lot of you guys have more than one kid. I think the first kid we tend to be a bit more careful. And of course we learn, right? We see, okay, I did this, it was wrong, or I could do this even more, stuff like that. Would you guys agree?
that brings me to is playgrounds in Germany and Europe. So there was this video, I believe it was by Vox, I can link it down in the comment section below, but it was on how Americans have just made their playgrounds so safe that children don't benefit from playing on them really, and you could see it in slides being totally enclosed in like soft plastic versus open in metal, and like Everything is
Yo, I like that. Again, maybe because this is my first kid, but when my kid goes to play, it's not in the age to do that yet, but I'm gonna check everything. I don't want my kid to, get some type of damage.
just designed for safety. There's a million railings and such. But playgrounds in Europe are considered more dangerous, but the children actually learn more from these dangerous playgrounds. And let me tell you, this is the truth. In Passau, which is where I lived, there was this playground downtown, and I have never been on like a playground and been so scared. I was 17, so I can
Playground for 17?
not imagine a 5 or 6-year-old climbing on this playground. It was like strings that made up this web almost, and these wooden and metal platforms, and then like you could climb to the top, but then it was really hard to get back down to the bottom. I'll try to find a picture of one similar to it, but I got so
Oh my god, that Spider-Man playground! What the hell is that? No. We don't have those here. We had some crazy playgrounds, don't get me wrong, but what the hell is this?
scared. I think my friend like helped me off of it because I was so scared of it. That was definitely a
She went to a theme park. What? Okay, maybe Germany is different.
culture shock for me. I was like, wow, these playgrounds look a little scary. Where are the bright colors of slides and play toys? It was still really fun, and whenever I went in the city or like walked by that area, there were always so many children on the whole climbing gym. Another aspect of independence that Germans tend to give their children
What?
is allowing them to ride the bus or like get to school on their own. In the US, kids do ride the bus to school. However, it's a school bus. It's one of those big yellow school buses that you think of when you
Wait. What? My friends, I'm actually enjoying the video a lot. Please don't think I'm criticizing her, because I actually think she's making a very entertaining video. But with those points, I'm not sure about.
their own. In the US, kids do ride the bus to school. However, it's a school bus. It's one of those big yellow school buses that you think of when
And they are a classic. They are so iconic. The thing is, we also end up riding, school buses here. They are not yellow. They look like regular buses that we see every day here for normal people. But when they had kids, they tend to be specific for school. So maybe they are not designed with the shape that you guys have in America, but they are school buses. Don't think regular people go on them. At least here. I mean, but again, this is the same thing as you guys say. Talking about Texas and talking about California, two completely different places, and probably the same thing happens here in Europe, right? Portugal versus Germany is two very, very different countries, but this one I'm not sure.
you think of the US. And so it's not the same as in Germany. In Germany, I would see like 5th graders on the actual bus because they don't have school buses. They just use their regular bus system to get to school. So they're
Okay, when they are a bit older. Okay.
adults getting to work, there's elderly people riding the bus, and there's children on it. And
Wait, when I was in high school, I ended up using some buses, but and yeah, they are for regular buses, but that's different. I was, I was a man at that time.
I just felt like in the US, people would be so scared to send their children on a city bus. It was crazy for me to see such young children riding the bus alone because it was taking me a long time to figure out how to ride the bus.
What? Okay, to be fair, my friends, here we also have to agree. Public transportation in Europe is one of the things we do better than, America. André, what are the other things you guys do better than us? Let's continue.
Albeit it was not my home language or my mother tongue. So if it was in English, I'm sure that it would have been a little bit easier for me. But then again, the children are learning how to use the bus system at such a young age, and parents see that it's very safe and nothing's gonna happen to their child. So another thing that I found is that American parents care more about really focusing on what their child is doing and like striving for their child to be the best. And
Oh, that's amazing, my friends.
this has kind of come to a term called
Wait, she's about to say that we don't care about our kids in Europe?
helicopter parents, because it means that they helicopter around the child 24/7 and are always trying to control what they do. Just some examples of this are that I have a ton of friends whose parents are always controlling what they do. They won't let them go out a lot, they won't let them go out to just hang out with their friends sometimes. They're making sure they do their homework even if they're in 10th, 11th, 12th grade. They're making sure they're studying for exams and forcing them to do all these clubs they want because they want their child to be so smart and get into the best college or university.
You know what? Give me a second. We are going to run this part back and you guys will understand why.
Whose parents are always controlling what they do. They won't let them go out a lot. They won't let them go out to just hang out with their friends sometimes. They're making sure they do their homework even if they're in 10th, 11th, 12th grade. They're making sure they're studying for exams and forcing them to do all these clubs they want because they want their child to be so smart and get into the best college or university. Just a very crazy practice because I felt like in Germany a lot of my friends were studying because they wanted to and they had the...
Okay, that's it. Well, thanks for the great tutorial for me to raise my child. I love all of that. Americans are doing things right. Okay. Gonna save this note. Thank you, my friends. Just, this was free. I had to make some notes.
The pressure on themselves to get good grades. I never really asked.
Pressure. Okay, I forgot that. Pressure. I have to pressure my kid. Okay. Yeah, Americans are number one, baby. They are doing something right. Okay.
Asked my friends too much if it was their parents putting pressure on them. I just know that at least for my host family and my host sister, that sense of wanting to study and wanting to get good grades was very independent and not pressurized or not put on to the...
My friends, I know she's trying to make, at least that's the vibe I got at the beginning of the video, that she's trying to make the comparison between Europe and America and trying to say that Europe does a lot of things better than America. But this video is giving me a totally different vibe. I'm more convinced that Americans know how to raise kids much better than Europeans. Oh man, what a disaster.
The child because of the parents' ideas. But also, that's kind of how I was. I think that parenting in Germany is more generalized there. More parents act the same, versus in the US.
See, just bad things.
US, parenting can range so much. You have parents who do not care at all what you do.
Oh no.
And then parents who control your whole life. So it could totally be this way in Germany, and let me know if I'm wrong in the comments below. In the US, some of my friends' parents did not say at all what they could and could not do. They just let them do whatever they wanted, didn't enforce if they got bad grades in school, literally nothing. I think my parents were kind of middle, but towards that more section because they trusted what I did and gave me lots of independence, and in return, I just wanted to learn better and I wanted to get good grades and be a good student on my own, so they never had to push me to do that. And then far other spectrum is that some kids' parents did everything for them. Some children and friends that I know, their parents have actually done projects and homework assignments to turn in for them because they wanted them to get a good grade. That's just crazy to me. Because what are they learning? They're not learning.
Okay, that's bad. I mean, but that's the only bad thing I end up learning on this video about American teaching their parents.
Learning anything.
American teaching their parents. American parenting their kids.
The main overall point to this is that in Germany, the motto would be that independence equals responsibility. So giving your children independence is...
Or drugs.
In return going to make them more responsible. Personally, I agree with this opinion, but I still see many benefits to the American way, and just I think it's normal, at least how we're raised in America, to want your child to succeed, and a lot of parents don't realize that they're being controlling because they just want what's best for their child. My last point with...
You know what? I'm a strong believer that when you grow up, you will understand. At least I hope that will work, because I have really, really good notes right here.
teens in Germany, because this is where I had the most experience, so to say. Parents are much less strict with like partying, with drinking, and
Sheesh. Man, she's painting Germany. Okay, this is German parents, not Portuguese ones, but this is not a good look by German people.
with clubbing and
I'm
going
joking.
out, that topic, just because first off, it's legal. It's not illegal, so it would be a little harder for them to say no.
Wait, legal? Going to party? Is it legal in America going to parties? Okay, that's too far actually.
And going out, that topic, just because first off, it's legal. It's not illegal.
Wait, okay, you guys really are strict with the kids. Man, wow.
So it would be a little
Wait, is this the connection with alcohol actually? Maybe it's that.
harder for them to say no, versus in the US, parents are like, no, because you could get arrested and it is illegal. But
Wait, it's actually illegal to go to parties? You have to be 21? Wait, what?
parents want their children to be safe if they're doing any of those activities, and they will pick their child up from a party, or they will let their child have a birthday party when they're turning 16 or 18 in their house, so that it's controlled and they know that it'll be okay. I just thought that was really sweet of parents to do, because they're just kind of showing their care for their children in a different way. And it also shocked me to see like parents picking their children up from clubs at 2 a.m. I was like, no way.
Yeah, this happened to me a couple of times, but it was rare. But yeah, it is actually, I would say, but I feel like my parents end up not being super open-minded when it comes to this type of stuff. But yeah, I had a lot of friends that, went to parties, discos, actually discos, when they are 16, 15.
That's all that I have to say. I wanted to give a disclaimer here at the end that my parents were very relaxed when it comes to what they told me to do and what they didn't. So I can't speak on all American parents, and same goes with my host parents. So if you have a different situation, and if your parents or parents you know are much different, then please feel free to let me know down in the comments section. I'd love to read about it and read about
Thank
your
you.
experiences as well, and I will try to respond to as many as I can. Thank you guys so much for watching. Hopefully you watched some of my other videos, and tune in next time. I will be posting a dorm tour move-in vlog very soon. Bleib gesund und
Okay, my friends, show her all the support. Again, I'm not even sure if this is a small channel or not, but it does not matter. The link is in the description if you guys want to say that you came from André. I'll always think it's good to show support to the original content creator. That said, this was an interesting video, and man, this paper, oh, really, this is gold. I've honestly, and now all of the jokes aside, I end up enjoying the way she explained how Americans tend to, parenting their kids, because I think I relate with that a bit more. Not that I dislike the European style or something, not the European, the German style, but I'm a bit more conservative when it comes to education. I have to be open, my friends. But yeah, thank you so much for watching this with me. Do not forget to leave a like. See you guys in the next one. Bye, my friends.